Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Austin Bats and the Philadelphia Eagles. Fielded about a yard deep. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure they thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
How about this for starting field position on your first drive? First and goal.
Check 26, check 26.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And a give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Holiday. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now they try the right side here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
You're not ready. Jim.
To throw on second down. Holiday. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Breaks the tackle, now an Allen. The 20, 10, touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down coming off that great performance, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping it.
Yeah, good luck for that because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they describe that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff looking right, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Now Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. These two teams all tied after 1. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
Now Jones, off play action. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And that one goes out of bounds, and let's see here. They're going to walk this back to the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line.
Good. 180. Yo. Run.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Let's go.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Chopper, chopper.
Begin.
Ready.
Throwing Jones. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 29-yard
Down.
line.
60 or.
Use the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Extra point attempt to come here. And that makes it 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
57 is the mic. Watch 57. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 57.
Hurry!
57 is the mic. On deck, punk.
Hurry!
First down, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and it's 21-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
First down and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
180!
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! Watch out!
On third down, Mayfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, now he'll escape to his left. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. On first down, it's Waters. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Mayfield now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is taking you to 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Kill. Turn. Run. Check 43.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, What have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Hey, Haywood.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Hey.
Go.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Get that quarterback and all come. New mic 52, mic 52.
Get it.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll keep it on the ground. Waters. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, we're 33. Let's go.
To throw, Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They'll run on first down. It's Waters. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not any chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle.
And he's going to have to eat this one as
games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 12. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. The Jets continuing to pour it on. They're opening the lead up even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Leo!
Here's Jones throwing after the interception. Going right side here, and that's complete. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Undercrush. 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Set. 70. Indy.
Get him!
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Set. 15 line. 15 line. Cut. Hey, exit.
52. Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Big grip.
2nd and 5 now. Jones, he's going to take a shot, and that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
First down and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down, it's Waters. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Waters. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Waters. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Point it right. That's the way. Watch twist. You got tight. You got tight right there. I got it.
Mayfield looks to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Ready? And 2 stop.
Squeeze, double up.
Put up. Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, baby.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And they give this time to the tailback. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense is very happy with what you're doing.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, I'm 133. My touch.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Let's go. 90 Wolf. 52 right here. And ready. Hit it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Shift.
And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And